Hi, I am Ruby. A Tuesday. Nothing special. I was sitting on my old blue couch. You know that couch where the cushion sinks in the middle? Yeah, that one. I was eating cereal straight from the box. Not because I was poor, just lazy. My phone buzzed. It was Leo. He wrote, "Open your door. I brought you soup. You said your throat hurt yesterday." I had forgotten I even told him that. I opened the door and there he was. Leo. Tall. Messy hair. Wearing that same green jacket that smelled like coffee and rain. He held a plastic bag. Not even a fancy one. Just a Mart store bag. He said, "It's chicken noodle. The cheap kind. Because you like the cheap kind." I laughed. "I never said that." He smiled. "You didn't have to. Every time you are sick, you buy the blue box of soup. Not the red one. The blue one. Because your mom used to buy the blue one." My heart did a small flip. Not love yet. Just recognition. This man paid attention. Not to my looks. To my life. We sat on the floor. Not the couch. The floor. Because the couch was too comfortable, and he said comfortable makes people lie. He said on the floor, you tell the truth. So we sat cross-legged, eating soup from plastic spoons. And we talked about nothing. About a bird that hit his window that morning. About how I dreamed I forgot to wear shoes to work. Small things. But small things are the real things, you know? Leo and I had been best friends for 7 years. 7. That is a long time. That is longer than some marriages. We met at a copy machine. I was printing too many papers for a boss who did not even read them. The machine jammed. Leo was behind me. He said, "You have to whisper to it. Machines understand whispers." I whispered, "Please work." He whispered back, "You did it wrong. You have to say please and also a threat. Like, please work or I will throw you in the river." We both laughed so loud that a lady shushed us. And from that day, we were stuck. Like glue. But the good kind. The kind that does not leave a mess when you pull it apart. Except, we never pulled apart. Not until later. For 7 years, Leo was my person. My emergency contact. The one I called at 2 a.m. because I saw a spider and could not sleep. He always answered. Even when he was tired. Even when he was on dates. One time, he left a girl at a restaurant because I called crying about a flat tire. The tire was not even flat. I just missed him. He came anyway. That was Leo. We had rules. Not written rules, but invisible ones. Rule number 1, no flirting. Rule number 2, always tell the other if you start to like someone. Rule number 3, never cross the line. What line? The line between best friends and something more. Because once you cross it, you cannot go back. It is like drawing a line in the sand with your finger. Then the wind comes. Then the line is gone. And you are lost. We said those rules out loud one night. Sitting on the roof of my building, drinking cheap lemonade. He said, "Ruby, promise me, no matter what, we do not fall in love, because I cannot lose you. I would rather have you as a friend forever than lose you as a love after a year." I promised. I meant it. I crossed my heart and hoped to die. But hearts do not listen to promises. Hearts are stupid that way. It did not happen all at once. That is not how love works. Love does not knock on the door. It just walks in slowly, like a cat. And one day you realize the cat lives with you now. I first felt something strange at a bus stop. Leo was standing next to me. It was raining. Not hard. Just the kind of rain that makes your hair curl. He had an old umbrella. It was too small for both of us. So he held it over my head. And he stood in the rain. I said, "Leo, you're getting wet." He said, "I don't melt, Ruby." And I looked at his face. Water on his nose. His eyes laughing. And I felt something warm in my stomach. Not like sickness. Like home. Like the feeling when you put on a sweater that just came out of the dryer. That is the only way I can describe it. But I pushed it down. I said to myself, "Ruby, stop. This is just friendship. This is comfort. Not love." I lied. A month later, we went to a wedding. Not ours. His cousin's wedding. I was his +1. I wore a purple dress. Not fancy. Just a dress I found at a secondhand store. Leo wore a gray suit that was too big in the shoulders. He looked like a boy playing dress up. But to me, he looked like everything. During the slow dance, he put his hand on my waist. Just friendly. Just for a moment. But his hand was warm. And he pulled me a little closer. Not too close. Just enough that I could smell his shampoo. Coconut. He used coconut shampoo because once I said I liked coconut. I forgot how to breathe. He whispered, "You look pretty tonight." I whispered back, "You look like a penguin." He laughed. And that laugh. That stupid, loud, messy laugh. That was the moment. Right there. In a crowded hall with bad music and cheap cake. I knew. I loved him. Not as a friend. Not as a brother. I loved him the way you love a sunrise. The way you cannot look away. But I said nothing. Because of the line. Because of the promise. I went home that night and cried into my pillow. Not sad tears. Confused tears. I thought, why did you have to feel this? Why could you not just stay as friend? The next morning, he came over with pancakes. He always made pancakes when I looked tired. He never asked why I was tired. He just showed up. He said, "You have dark circles. Did you sleep?" I said, "Bad dream." He said, "Tell me." I said, "I forgot." I did not forget. I dreamed I told him I loved him. And in the dream, he walked away. He did not say a word. He just walked away. And I woke up in a cold sweat. That was the dream. That was the fear. For the next 3 months, I tried to kill the feeling. I went on dates with other men. Nice men. Boring men. One man named Paul. He had a good job and clean shoes. He took me to a nice restaurant. He talked about his car for 40 minutes. 40 minutes. I thought about Leo the whole time. I thought Leo would never talk about his car. Leo would ask me about my dream. I stopped seeing Paul. Not because he was bad. Because he was not Leo. And Leo? He started dating a woman named Sarah. Sarah was nice. Too nice. She laughed at all his jokes. She brought him cookies she made herself. Real cookies. Not from a box. I hated her. Not because she was mean. Because she was perfect. And because I was jealous. Such an ugly word. But it was true. I was green with it. Leo told me about her one night. We were walking in the park. He said, "Ruby, I think I really like her. She gets me." My chest hurt. Like someone was sitting on it. But I smiled. I said, "That is great, Leo. I am happy for you." He said, "You are my best friend. I need you to like her." I said, "I like her." Another lie. That one tasted like poison. It was October. Cold. The kind of cold that goes inside your bones. Leo and Sarah had a fight. A big one. She thought he was too close to me. She said, "You spend more time with Ruby than with me." Leo called me. His voice was small. He said, "Can I come over?" I said, "Always." He came at 11 p.m. His eyes were red. He had not been crying. Leo did not cry. He just looked empty. Like someone took the light out of him. He sat on my floor. Our floor. The one where we told the truth. He put his head in his hands. He said, "Sarah said I have to choose. Her or you." I sat down next to him. Not too close. Close enough. I said, "What did you say?" He said, I said I cannot choose. That is like choosing between air and water." My heart broke for him. And for me. Because I knew. I knew I was the problem. Not him. Not Sarah. Me. Because I loved him. And maybe he did not know. But maybe she saw it. Women see these things. I said, "Maybe you should take a break from me." He looked up. His eyes were wet now. He said, "No. Ruby, you are my home. You are the only person who never wants anything from me." That sentence broke something inside me. Because I did want something. I wanted everything. We sat in silence for a long time. The heater made a clicking noise. A car passed outside. Normal sounds. But nothing felt normal. Then Leo said something soft. So soft I almost did not hear it. He said, "Sometimes I wonder, what if we met differently? What if we were not friends first?" My throat closed. I could not speak. He said, Do you ever wonder that, Ruby? I looked at him. His face was close. Too close. I could see the small scar on his chin from when he fell off his bike at 12. I knew that story. I knew all his stories. I said all the time. The air changed. You know that feeling? When the room gets thick. When the silence gets loud. He moved his hand. Just a little. His fingers touched mine. Just the tips. Like asking permission. I did not pull away. He said, "What if we don't care about the line tonight? Just tonight." I should have said no. I should have stood up. I should have said, "Leo, you're with Sarah. We have rules. We have 7 years of friendship. Do not throw it away." But I did not say any of that. Because I am human. And humans are selfish when it comes to love. I said, "Just tonight." He leaned in. Slow. So slow. He gave me time to stop him. I did not stop him. His lips touched mine. Soft. Gentle. Like I was made of glass. And for 5 seconds, nothing else existed. Not Sarah. Not the rules. Not the line. Then he pulled back. His eyes were wide. He looked scared. He said, "Ruby." I said, "Don't say anything. Not tonight. Just stay." He stayed. We did not do anything else. We just lay on the floor. His arm under my head. My hand on his chest. His heart was beating so fast. Like a bird in a cage. I fell asleep like that. And for one night, I was happy. Truly happy. The kind of happy that hurts because you know it will not last. In the morning, he was gone. But he left a note on my fridge. It said, "I am sorry. I should not have done that. I love Sarah. But I also love you. I am confused. Give me time." I read that note 20 times. And then I folded it and put it in my pocket. I still have it. It is faded now. The ink is almost gone. But I remember every word. That was the day we crossed the line. And there is no map for coming back. After that night, Leo disappeared. Not completely. He still answered my texts. But they were dry. One word. Okay, fine. Busy. No more calls at 2 a.m. No more pancakes. No more sitting on the floor. He went back to Sarah. I think he tried to fix things with her. I think he tried to forget that night. But I could not forget. It played in my head like a song stuck on repeat. His lips. His hand. The way he said my name. I did not eat well. I lost weight. My friend Mia noticed. She said, "Ruby, you look like a ghost." What happened? I could not tell her. Because if I told her, it became real. And if it was real, then I had to admit that I ruined the best thing in my life. My friendship with Leo. So I said, "Nothing. Just tired." But I was not tired. I was heartbroken. And I had no right to be heartbroken. He was never mine. He was Sarah's. He was always Sarah's after that night. I was just the friend who kissed him once. The friend who crossed the line. 3 weeks passed. 3 long, gray weeks. I stopped going out. I wore the same sweatpants for days. I watched bad TV shows and did not laugh. I felt stupid. Here I was, a grown woman, crying over a boy. A boy who was not even my boyfriend. Then one night, my phone rang. It was Leo. My heart jumped. I answered before the first ring finished. "Hello." My voice was shaky. He said, "Ruby, can I come over? I need to talk." I said yes. Of course I said yes. Because I am weak when it comes to him. I always have been. When he arrived, he looked different. Thinner. Darker under the eyes. He did not smile. He just walked in and sat on the floor. Our floor. But it did not feel like ours anymore. It felt like a stranger's floor. I sat across from him. Not next to him. Across. I needed space. He said, "Sarah and I broke up." My stomach dropped. Not in a good way. In a scary way. I said, "Leo, I am so sorry." He shook his head. "Don't be. It was not because of you." Well, not only because of you. She said I was distant. She said I looked at my phone too much waiting for your name. She said she felt like the third person in our relationship. I wanted to cry, but I held it in. I said, "That is not fair. You tried. You really tried with her." He laughed. But it was not a happy laugh. It was sad. He said, I did try. But you cannot try to love someone. You either love them or you don't. And I think I love the idea of Sarah. But I love you. The real you. The messy, cereal from the box, scared of spiders you. My breath stopped. He said it. He actually said it. I whispered, Leo, don't. Please don't say that if you do not mean it. He moved closer. He took my hands. His hands were cold. He said, I have never meant anything more in my life. But I am scared, Ruby. I am so scared. What if we try and we fail? What if we break up? Then I lose my best friend and my girlfriend. I lose everything. I understood that fear. Because I had the same fear. It lived in my chest like a second heart. I said, then we do not try. His face fell. He said, what? I said, we do not try. We either jump or we do not. There is no trying. Trying is for diets and learning guitar. Love is not trying. Love is falling. And falling is scary. But you know what is scarier? Wondering. Wondering for the rest of your life, what if? He looked at me. Really looked. Like he was seeing me for the first time. He said, you want to jump? I said, I have wanted to jump for a long time. But I was waiting for you to catch me. He pulled me into a hug. A real hug. Not a friend hug. A hug that said, I am here. I am not leaving. And for a moment, I thought we made it. I thought we crossed the line and found a new land. A land where best friends become lovers and it works. I was wrong. But I did not know that yet. The first month was magic. Pure magic. We did not tell anyone at first. It was our secret. Our beautiful, stupid secret. We would meet at my place. Order pizza. Watch movies. But now he held my hand. Now he kissed my forehead. Now, when I fell asleep, he carried me to bed instead of just putting a blanket on me. It was everything I dreamed. But dreams are not real life. Real life has teeth. I noticed small things. He stopped calling me every day. He said it was because we saw each other more, so he did not need to call. But I missed the calls. I missed the silly voice messages. I missed the Leo who was my friend. Now he was my boyfriend. And boyfriends are different. Boyfriends try too hard. Or they do not try enough. One night, we had our first fight. A real fight. Not about anything big. About a movie. He wanted to watch an action movie. I wanted to watch a sad love story. He said, you always want to watch sad things. Why are you so sad all the time? That hurt. Because I am not sad all the time. But maybe I was then. Because I felt like I was losing him. Not losing him to another girl. Losing him to the relationship itself. I said, you never asked me about my dream anymore. He said, what dream? I said, exactly. He got quiet. Then he said, Ruby, I love you. But you're different now. You are more needy. That word, needy, it cut me like a knife. Because I was not needy. I was scared. Scared that I waited 7 years for something that was not meant to be. I said, maybe we made a mistake. He looked at me. His eyes were tired. He said, maybe we did. We did not break up that night. But the crack was there. Small. Like a crack in a windshield. And cracks grow. They always grow. 3 months. That is how long we lasted. 3 months of joy and fear and small fights and big silences. 3 months of loving him and also missing him. Because when you are friends, you have space. When you are lovers, you are in each other's face all the time. And space is important. I did not know that. The end came on a Sunday. A rainy Sunday. The kind of day that makes you feel heavy. Leo came over. He did not kiss me when he walked in. He just sat on the couch. The old blue couch. Not the floor. The couch. And I knew what was coming. Because you always know. Your body knows before your brain does. He said, Ruby, I cannot do this. My hands started shaking. But I kept my voice calm. I said, do what? He said, us. I am trying. I am trying so hard. But every time we fight, I miss the old us. The easy us. The us that laughed on the floor and ate soup from plastic spoons. This new us feels like work. And love should not feel like work all the time. Sometimes, yes, but not all the time. I wanted to scream. I wanted to say, then work harder. But I did not, because I knew he was right. It did feel like work. We were forcing something that was never supposed to be forced. We crossed the line, and on the other side, there was no ground, only air, and we were falling. Tears came. Not pretty tears. Ugly tears. The kind where your nose runs and your face gets red. I said, "So you are breaking up with me?" He said, "I am breaking us up. Before we hate each other." I cannot hate you, Ruby. You are my best friend. You were my best friend first. And I need you to be that again. But I need time. A lot of time. I nodded. Because what else could I do? Beg? I am not a beggar. Not even for love. He stood up. He walked to the door. He turned around one last time. His eyes were wet too. He said, "I am sorry. I am so sorry I kissed you that night. I should have kept the line. I should have been stronger." Then he left. The door closed. And I heard his footsteps go down the hall. Then the stairs. Then nothing. Just rain. Just the sound of my own heart breaking. I sat on the floor where we told the truth. And I cried for hours. I cried for the friendship we lost. I cried for the love that was not strong enough. I cried because I was alone. Really alone. For the first time in 7 years, I did not have Leo. Not as a friend. Not as a lover. I had no one. That night, I called Mia. She came over. She did not say, "I told you so." She just held me. And she let me cry. And she said, "You will be okay. Not tomorrow. Not next week. But one day." I did not believe her. But I wanted to. The next 6 months were hard. Really hard. There is no cute way to say it. I was sad. The kind of sad that lives in your bones. I would see a meme Leo would have liked, and I would pick up my phone to send it to him. Then I would remember. And I would put the phone down. I stopped going to our old places. The park. The coffee shop where we used to sit for hours. The bus stop where I first felt that warm feeling. I avoided them. Because memories are ghosts. And ghosts hurt. I started writing in a journal. Not every day. Just when the feelings got too big. I wrote down what I learned. And I want to share some of that with you. Because maybe you are going through something similar. Maybe you crossed a line with a friend. Maybe you lost someone you love. Maybe you are just sad and need to know you are not alone. Here is what I wrote. Dear Journal. Today I learned that love is not enough. You can love someone with your whole heart. But if the timing is wrong, or if the fear is too big, love will not save you. Friendship is different. Friendship is slower. Friendship lets you breathe. Love is a fire. And fire is beautiful. But fire also burns. I also wrote, I miss him. But I do not miss the fights. I miss the laughter. I miss the floor. I miss the soup. I miss the person I was before I wanted more. Healing is not a straight line. Some days I felt strong. I would go for a walk. I would cook a real meal. I would laugh at a show. Other days, I could not get out of bed. The blanket felt like a cave, and I wanted to stay in the cave forever. Mia was patient. She would text me silly pictures of her cat. She would leave snacks at my door. She never said, "Get over it." She said, "Take your time." I am telling you this because if you are hurting, you need a Mia. Find your Mia. Find someone who does not rush you. Healing takes time. And time is not the enemy. Time is the medicine. 5 months after the breakup, I got a letter. Not a text. Not an email. A real letter. In an envelope. With a stamp. It was from Leo. My hands shook as I opened it. I sat on the floor. The same floor. I read it slowly. I will tell you what it said. I remember every word. Ruby. Dear Ruby. I am not writing to fix things. I am writing to say sorry. A real sorry. Not the kind you say to be polite. The kind you say when you have been sitting alone in a room thinking about everything you did wrong. I was scared. You knew that. But I did not tell you how scared. I was scared that if we loved each other, we would lose the friendship. And then I made it happen anyway. I made us lose both. Because I did not know how to be your boyfriend. I only knew how to be your friend. And when you asked for more, I felt small. Like I was not enough. But here is the truth. I was not enough because I did not love myself. I was searching for someone to fill a hole inside me. First Sarah, then you. And when you could not fill it, I blamed you. That was wrong. I am in therapy now. Yes, therapy. Me, the guy who said feelings are for poems. I am learning. I am learning why I push people away, why I run when things get real. I do not expect you to wait for me. I do not expect you to even write back. But I want you to know something. You were never the mistake. The kiss was not the mistake. The mistake was me not being brave enough to love you the right way. If you ever want to sit on the floor again, just to talk, as friends, I would like that. But only if you are ready. And only if you want to. I miss you. Not the girlfriend. The friend. The Ruby who ate cereal from the box. The Ruby who whispered to copy machines. The Ruby who is my home. Take care of yourself. Eat real food. Sleep. And please, please, do not forget the good parts. There were good parts. Love. Leo. I read that letter 10 times. Then 20. Then I put it next to the note he left on my fridge. The one that said, I am sorry. Now I had 2 pieces of paper. 2 pieces of my heart. I did not write back right away. I waited 2 weeks. I thought about what I wanted. Did I want him back as a friend? Could I do that? Could I sit next to him and not want to hold his hand? Could I hear about his life and not feel jealous? I did not know, but I knew one thing. I missed him, not the boyfriend. The friend, the one who knew about the blue soup, the one who stood in the rain so I could stay dry. So I wrote back a short letter. I said, Leo, come over on Saturday. Bring the cheap soup, the blue box. We will sit on the floor. We will not talk about the past. We will just be 2 people, 2 friends, 2 humans who broke each other and want to heal. Do not kiss me. Do not hold my hand. Just be Leo. And I will be Ruby. See you Saturday. P.S. I still have the green jacket. The one that smells like coffee. I washed it. It smells like soap now. I am sorry about that. Part 9. The meeting. Saturday came. I cleaned my apartment. Not too clean. Just clean enough. I put on my softest sweater. The one with a hole in the sleeve. Because I wanted him to see the real me. Not the dressed up me. The doorbell rang at 4 p.m. Exactly 4 p.m. Leo was always on time. I opened the door. There he was. Older. Thinner. But his eyes were the same. Those laughing eyes. He held a plastic bag. Same Mart store bag. Inside, the blue box of soup. He said, hi. I said, hi. We stood there for a second. Awkward. Like 2 people on a blind date. But we were not on a date. We were 2 old friends meeting again after a war. The war of love. The war of loss. He walked in. He looked at the floor. The pillows were still there. He said, you kept the floor. I said, the floor never leaves. We sat down, cross-legged. He opened the soup. He poured it into 2 plastic bowls. Same bowls from 7 years ago. One was chipped. He gave me the chipped one because I always liked the chipped one. It was my favorite. I said, you remember. He said, I remember everything. We ate in silence. Not a bad silence. A gentle silence. Like the silence after a rainstorm. Everything is wet, but the air is clean. Then he spoke. He said, I am sorry for leaving that morning. The morning after the kiss. I should have stayed. I should have talked to you. But I ran. I always run. I said, I know. But you're here now. That is what matters. He said, can I ask you something? And you do not have to answer. I said, ask. He said, do you regret it? Crossing the line. I thought for a long time. I looked at his face. The scar on his chin. The messy hair. The hands that held mine. I thought about the pain. The crying. The months of sadness. I thought about the beautiful moments too. The kiss. The way he said my name. The hug that felt like home. I said, no. I do not regret it. Because now I know. Now I do not have to wonder what if. We tried. It broke. But we are still here. Both of us. Still breathing. Still eating soup on the floor. That is more than some people get. He smiled. A real smile. Not the sad one from before. He said, "You are wiser than me." I laughed. I always was. He laughed too. And for a moment, it was like the old days. Before the line. Before the heartbreak. Just two best friends being stupid together. But it was not the same. And it will never be the same. And that is okay. Because things change. People change. Love changes. But sometimes, friendship finds a way to come back. Not the same friendship. A new one. A smaller one. But a real one. That was 2 years ago. Leo and I are friends now. Not best friends like before. We do not call every day. We do not share everything. But we meet once a month. We get soup. The blue box. We sit on the floor. We talk about life. We laugh. Sometimes we cry. But we do not cross the line again. We made a new rule. A new invisible line. The line is this: we love each other. But we are not in love with each other. That fire burned. It burned us both. Now we just want the warmth. Not the fire. Leo is dating someone new. A woman named Jen. She is kind. She knows about our history. She is not jealous. She came with him once. The three of us ate soup. It was strange, but good. Jen laughs at his jokes. She also tells him when he is being stupid. I like her. For real this time. Not like with Sarah. And me? I am dating myself right now. That sounds funny, but it is true. I am learning to be alone. Not lonely. Alone. There is a difference. Lonely is empty. Alone is full. Full of your own thoughts. Your own dreams. Your own soup. I might love again. I hope I do. But next time, I will be slower. I will not rush. I will not cross the line with a friend unless I am ready to lose that friend. Because that is the truth. When you cross the line, you might lose everything. But you might also find something. Something real. Something true. For now, I have Leo. Not as my lover. Not as my best friend. As my friend. A good friend. A friend who knows where I buried my secrets. A friend who knows that I still eat cereal from the box on bad days. And that is enough. That is more than enough. So, learner. Yes, you. The one listening to this story to learn English and to feel something. Let me tell you what this story taught me. Maybe it will help you. First, love is not a line you cross. It is a door you open. And once you open it, you cannot close it. So be sure. Be very sure. Second, friendship is gold. Real friendship. The kind where someone brings you soup without asking. Do not throw it away for a moment of passion. But also, do not be afraid to feel. Feelings are not bad. They are just feelings. They come. They go. Like rain. Third, heartbreak is a teacher. A mean teacher. A teacher that yells. But a teacher that gives you lessons you cannot get anywhere else. I learned that I am strong. I did not think I was. But I am. And so are you. Fourth, you can love someone and still let them go. Love is not holding on. Sometimes love is opening your hand. Sometimes love is saying, I want you to be happy, even if it is not with me. Fifth, and this is the most important one, the line is not real. We made it up. The only real thing is how you treat each other. With kindness. With honesty. With soup. It is today. Right now. I am sitting on my floor. The same blue couch behind me. The same pillows. I am eating soup. Blue box. Plastic spoon. Leo texted me an hour ago. He said, I had a dream last night. You were wearing purple shoes. What does that mean? I wrote back, it means you need to stop eating cheese before bed. He sent a laughing face. Then a heart. Just one heart. Not a love heart. A friend heart. I smiled. I put my phone down. I looked out the window. The rain stopped. The sun came out. A bird sat on the sill. It looked at me. I looked at it. I thought, this is life. It is not a movie. It is not perfect. But it is mine. And that is the story of how I crossed the line with my best friend. How I fell. How I broke. How I healed. And how I am still here. Still standing. Still eating soup. If you are learning English, I hope you learned some new words today. But more than that, I hope you learned that it is okay to be sad. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to cross lines. Because on the other side, even if it hurts, there is always more life. Always more soup. Thank you for listening to my story. My name is Ruby, and if you have a Leo in your life, hold them close. But not too close. Give them space to breathe. And always, always share the blue box soup.